some factors are playing out now.
Yes.
Number one is that, the deposition was not done in court. But I'm afraid that this is coming from a senior lawyer. Now, here is why I said I'm afraid that this statement is made, but because the world is watching. Just Judge Nancy Maldonado, who made that order, that court order, for them to carry out a deposition. There's a legal authority. The United States Chicago Court, Illinois, has authorized, the court of the U.S. has authorized for that deposition to be done.
Yes.
Now, our senior lawyer, Supreme Court Justice, is saying that thing was not done in the court, which is quoting what Tinubu's lawyer said. Put this side by side and bring to the bear again that we are being told that Chicago State, by the Supreme Court Justice, that Chicago State University sent 2 letters. One is authenticating that Tinubu's certificate. The other is not authenticating Tinubu's certificate. I'd like to bring this to you. What do you think we should be making out of all of this as it is?
So I think what the Supreme Court Justice is saying, is trying to just prepare our mind as to what we should expect, which is to say that at the end of the day, the matter has now become criminal, and that in criminal matters, proof beyond all reasonable doubt is required. Now, but even when proof of all reasonable doubt is required, if you ask me, which one should we respect the more? Is it the one that a court ordered and will release, which affirmed the fact that the certificate presented to INEC is not the one issued by the university? It's not by CSU. Isn't that the one we should be relying upon? And then, importantly, I'm not a lawyer and I make no pretenses to be one. Are we saying that if I steal someone's property now, and then someone saw me when I was stealing and says, I saw this man steal, and then some other person comes to say that I didn't see him steal, does that in itself invalidate the fact that I actually stole if I was caught with it? The issue of Tinubu's forgery and perjury is way beyond all these technicalities we are looking at. The man has submitted depositions of affidavits to INEC. First, he claimed he did not attend secondary school on one side. There was a time he claimed he attended some primary school. Later, he did not attend primary school. Now, he claimed he attended Chicago State University and attended that certificate. Now, the university is saying that that certificate was not issued by us. I don't know if my facts are right.
That's the facts that we all have.
So, if the university, if the issuing authority is saying that I did not issue this certificate, what other evidence do you need for it to be credible, for it to be cogent, for it to be verifiable, for you to conclude that indeed there's a case of forgery and perjury?
Here is another concern, which I also want you to look at. There is a document which you've pointed at that is with INEC.
Yes.
And there are documents released by the Registrar of Chicago State University saying we don't identify this, we identify this.
Yes.
Now, should a judge who is now seeking to authenticate these letters from Chicago, he said there are 2 letters.
Yes.
Should he be more into, because he said it's for national interests, and we appreciate that the Justice Agim understands that. Should he be interested in seeking for the truth, if this is indeed about national interest, or should he be saying article proof beyond reasonable doubt?
Yes.
I don't know if this is coming across the way it should, because I read this thing yesterday, I read it again, I read it this morning, I read it before coming on. I'm trying to figure out what if I was a judge and my nation reputation is at stake,
yes,
and I'm supposed to take a decision on something, what should be more interested for me? Don't they have the right to ask or request Chicago State University to come forward to authenticate this? What are we looking at here? What? Yes.
I mean, it's
okay. You could use the word cold threat.
Yes. We just took it off.
Yes.
That was what I wanted.
It's as obvious as that they are actually trying to let Atiku know that this you're submitting will not be used, so that we are not going to make use of it because you are required to prove beyond reasonable doubt. And I'm asking, even the judge who's handling the justice, Supreme Court justice, the case, that the case before us, the case of perjury and forgery, is well established for the city public. And if they choose to do something on the contrary, that does not mean that they don't know what they're up to. And I mean, what have we not seen in Nigeria? 25% to thoughts, majority of votes is in and Abuja. We are told it was ridiculous. What have we not had? There's nothing we haven't seen.